Welcome to Magical Woman. I'm your host, Connie Boyd. I know I've said it time and again, but please subscribe to our channel. It will make a huge difference with our YouTube benefits. So please subscribe and spread the Magical Woman word. Don't forget to comment as well. We love hearing from you. This month in VANISH magazine, our Magical Women article features Billy Kidd. There's some really interesting insight and comments from Billy. Her original approach to magic makes this article truly unique, and I'm certain you'll find it very engaging. Here's a clip from VANISH TV with Billy and Paul Romhany about this month's issue. Enjoy!
Hi, it's Paul here. Welcome to VANISH TV, the October edition. This is our fourth show. A great show planned, some great guests. We're going to be traveling a little bit around the world today. Billy Kidd, we'll also be talking to Billy on this show as well. We're going to head over to Toronto very shortly. So Billy and Connie Boyd's Magical Woman, Connie interviews Billy Kidd. Billy, welcome. Hi. You're in quarantine.
I am in quarantine, having fun.
Wow. Now you're in quarantine in Toronto?
I'm in Toronto right now, yes.
Wow. And so you have to stay for 2 weeks in quarantine, and you're actually over for a gig. I don't know if you can tell us about it, but
I can tell you what I know about it. I don't know much. That's kind of how I operate. Yeah, I just flown in from London to Toronto last night. I'm quarantining, doing a show. It's like a 6-episode series for Bell. We have some kind of channel, I think. I don't live here anymore, so I don't know. But it's about variety artists. So every episode features a different variety artist. So I'm in all 6 of them doing various different bits and bobs. So yeah.
Is it? Do you know if it's a Canadian show? Like, is it Canadian artists?
Well, originally no. It was, we had a couple of Americans who were supposed to be in it, myself. But since COVID, no one's allowed in the country unless they have a passport. So we had to change the cast. So I think it's all Canadians now, but it's not really a show about Canadian variety. It's just about variety in general and the history of it and whatnot.
So that Canadian passport finally paid off, eh?
Yeah, it works in Canada.
Well done. But it's such a great thrill to have you here in Women in Magic. And there we are there.
Yes, that's still me.
That's you. Connie's, and I love this photo at the back, doing Ricky Dunn's drink trick.
Yes, maybe privately, I need to have a chat with you about that.
Okay. But anyway, it's really a thrill to have you in here. I mean, I've been following your career for a long time, and when Connie mentioned your name, I just went, yes, we've got to have her in the magazine. So this is terrific. How long have you been, because you were born in Canada, and you live in UK now, right?
Yes, I've been here for, gosh, I don't know, 13, 14 years maybe.
Yeah. Now,
but I've been out of Canada for even longer. I've been gallivanting. I was living in Japan for a little bit and illegally living in Florida as well, early days. So yeah, I've kind of been all over.
That's amazing. And I guess in the early days, were you doing mostly street work, because you've changed now, but is that what you were doing?
I started as a street magician. When I first got into magic, street performing was the only way I knew how to earn money as a magician. So that's kind of where I started. I still do it as much as I can, but I guess I kind of do everything. I do cruise ships. I do street festivals. I've got a theater show that I do. I run a theater in Bath, in the same old corporate rigmarole that all magicians do.
Bath is a great place. I was there, and maybe 2 years ago. What a great place. I loved it. There was a couple of magic clubs there. Not clubs, pubs. I went to one magic pub, and then there was the nighttime walk.
Yeah, so in Bath so that's kind of what I run there. So we have the magic bar, which is called Slight, which is in the cellar, and that's every weekend till about 1 a.m. And then I run a parlor theater upstairs at the same venue called Crowdkeepers Magic Theater. So we've got like a parlor theater upstairs, and once people see our show, they can go downstairs to the cellar and it's a totally different vibe, and it's close-up magic, and we've got a bunch of magicians who work down there. And then we've got Noel Britton, president of the Magic Circle.
Right.
He's been doing his Bath Bazaar comedy walk, which has magic elements in it for, gosh, I want to say like 30 years now. So we kind of have this really nice magic corner right in Bath.
Oh, it's terrific. There was so much. I mean, I could have spent longer there. And Bath itself is such a fascinating place anyway.
Yeah.
Yes. I just loved walking around there. But Noel's tour was honestly, it was one of the best things I've ever done in magic. How long have you been doing your show there then? Because I don't think you were there when I was there. It was a couple of years ago I was there. So how long have you been there?
Literally last year I was away from home for 10 months straight, and the year before that I was gone for 8 months. So unfortunately I run the place, and I'm never there to perform there. So we've been going it was 6 years as of this past May. Yeah.
Okay. So it was going when I was there. I remember going through it, and was really impressed with the layout. It was terrific.
Yeah, we do our shows just on Fridays and Saturdays, and Noel does his thing every night for about 8 months out of the year.
That's right.
So,
yeah. And I said,
lots of magic happening.
So you think cruising is going to be an area you want to get back into? Because a lot of people, it's going to change a lot.
Cruising isn't my main source of income or venue. I kind of limit myself to it. Maybe I'll do 5 or 6 weeks a year. So
Okay,
I'm
right.
like married to it, and because of COVID, I'm really glad I've made that choice.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't know, to be honest. I know some ships have been kind of doing a survey with performers going, would you feel comfortable coming back? I honestly don't know. I don't know if countries would allow cruise ships back on their...
Well, New Zealand won't, or Australia won't allow them in. Now, because everyone's in lockdown, so what have you been doing during lockdown then? Or not lockdown, well, England's quite different. It seems to change. The rules and regulations seem to change daily in the UK. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, no, I've been very productive, I have to say. I kind of took this lockdown moment as a retreat. So the government's paying all my bills and rent and food, so I'm like, that's great. I'll just work on my stuff and hopefully not worry too much. So I wrote a short film during lockdown that I'm going to be hopefully filming at some point. I'm working finally on some acts that's been in my head for years, and I've never had time because I'm never home to like make stuff and gather everything, and it's quite a long process. So yeah, I've been doing that over the past few months and still not ready. So I've just been literally hunkering down and working on a lot of new routines that haven't had time to get to the rehearsal stage yet.
That's awesome. Finally, I wanted to mention about your beginning, because you started as an actress, right? And then you went into magic. So how have you found the acting? I would assume that it would have really helped in performance, right?
Oh, completely. I kind of put down all of my prior training and experience as an actor is the only way I'm getting away with being a shitty female magician. That is literally the only reason, and I'm the first to admit it. As a female magician, yeah, a lot of us, probably most of us, you can use other tools that maybe guys don't have to further their career. I'm not really a fan of that, which is why I don't really advertise myself as such.
Yeah.
But I will admit, yeah, all my previous training has been able to, I don't want to say get me ahead further, but has supplied me I get to look at things from a different perspective,
right.
Working with professional actors, and in the magic world it feels more like amateur actors. So in that case, it's an advantage.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, you'll be used to working with directors and producers and so on. And I'm just thinking of all the stagecraft things you've learned as an actor. You can bring that, and which is what magicians should be doing, is bringing that experience or the knowledge into their performances, whether it's close-up magic, kid's birthday party. That's why I really enjoyed the article in this edition, because I thought, wow, coming from an actor to a magician, people like Steve Valentine. I mean, I was listening, and you were on the podcast that he was on. He said he went the opposite way. He was a magician, and when he went into acting, he didn't want them to know that he did, because the magic really hindered him getting jobs. They see him as a magician and not an actor. And now he's come full circle, I guess. But it's interesting the other way, which is what
I'm
you've done.
completely the opposite. I quit.
I think that's great.
To do magic, and literally was like, oh no, I can't. I've even stopped. I even made a vow I'll never see a play again in my life, because I need to watch more magic, because I haven't. That was never part of me growing up.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm completely the opposite end of the scale there.
It's so great to talk to you. We'll talk offline. I'm going to say goodbye now. We're going to get on with the rest of the show. Thank you for joining us from Toronto. Enjoy your lockdown, your quarantine, and have a great TV show.
Thanks. Thank you. I'll let you know whatever it is.
That sounds good. Take care.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit on that notifications bell. Come on, you can do it. Now stay safe and be magical. Ciao for now.